Hey guys, what's going on? AmadeusV2 here. Today we're playing some Jalopy, and it looks like I just woke up in a garage. I am currently following who I believe is my uncle in this dope-ass sweater. I want one of these. To take a look at our Jalopy, our car. See what he has to say about it as soon as he takes his sweet time and gets over here. This here is a Leica 601 Deluxe. If this is the deluxe version, I don't want to see what the economy version looks like. Something of an engineering legend in the GDR. 0 to 60 kilometers in 22.5 seconds. A top speed of 100 kilometers an hour, all at the economical rate of 9 kilometers a liter. This is a piece of shit. That is, if we can get her running. Not to worry, I have everything ready. We'll just need to build her an engine, slap on some wheels, fit the passenger side door, and give her a bit of a clean. So, everything. We have to do everything to this. So let's get started. Fit the replacement door. It's over on top of the scrap pile behind you. Okay. If you squint, you're able to see it. Oh, squint. Right. Hang on. Are we at a... We're at a Leica dealership? Is this a... Wait, this is the Leica dealership mechanic shop? Am I the owner? Why am I sleeping in the back? Oh, maybe he's the owner, and he's just trying to get me set up with a car. So essentially, we are going to try to drive this piece of shit car across Eastern Europe, get it as far as we can. The game isn't complete yet, so it is probably going to stop us at some point a couple hours in, but this is a series that I do plan to finish up until either we run out of parts for our car or money, or until we reach the boundaries of this current build. So I am going to take apparently a third-hand door. It's not even second-hand. It wasn't even on this car in the first place. So this door was a replacement for that car, and now it's going to be a replacement for this car. And it's got a dent in it. You can't give me anything better than this. Less than elegant, but it's on. Yeah. Right. Now let's fit the engine. We're just gonna put an entire engine in this thing. If you're gonna open the driver's side door, you'll see a black latch. Pull that, and it will release the bonnet or bonnet. However we're going to pronounce that. It's probably bonnet. Can you see it? It's a black latch. Should just be under the steering wheel. This thing, right? Oh, there it goes. That's it, you got it. I don't want to be running into this door. There we go. Open this. So as you can see, she needs an engine. She needs everything. I've got a load of stock parts sat in the garage. Go collect one, and I will walk you through what it does. If you're going to walk me through why don't you just do this yourself? I mean, I guess I'm going to be the one driving it across Eastern Europe, but that just open on its own? Some ghosts in here. Let's get the actual engine first. Let's put this in here. I don't know how I'm carrying a full engine core right now. This dude must have massive strength. That's the engine block. You've got there the core of your Leica setup. The engine block defines core performance of your Leica, including top speed and acceleration. A poorly kept engine block will mean your Leica will struggle to perform. Yeah, it is, you know, probably one of the most important parts of your engine. I mean, it's pretty much your engine. Let's go grab something else. Stock water tank. Okay. Cup of water. I like how we just kind of tossed it in there. We didn't bolt it in or anything. We're just going to let it sit. That's the water tank, which provides water to help keep your windscreen clean from dirt. Keep it in good condition, or it'll start to leak water, and you'll soon find yourself driving without any vision. That's not really important anyway, right? Go ahead, drop it into the engine. Just drop it. Don't even, it's just going to stand on its own. We're too good for nuts and bolts and stuff. Battery. This is pretty essential. Make sure all our lights are working. The battery provides the electrical charge for your Leica. Yeah. The battery will allow you to use lights, the radio, car ignition, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, we got a radio. We're going to be jamming out in this thing. If your Leica won't start, the first place to check is the battery. Go ahead and drop it in the engine. Will you shut the fuck up for 2 minutes so I can do my... I guess not really my job. So I can do this. Just tell me where it goes. I'll figure the rest out. Is this supposed to be a square? This is a terrible square. That is an awful square. Stock air filter. Okay, now you're holding the air filter, a non-essential component. Well, if it's not essential, then why am I even using it? That's just weight reduction, man. The air filter isn't necessarily required to run your Leica, but it's a good idea to have one as it will reduce the rate of wear to your engine block. Alright, Go ahead and drop it into the engine. Yet another thing, we're just dropping it in there. Let's see, what's this? Stock ignition coil? This is what makes my car turn on, right? I don't know a lot about cars. The little thing is the ignition coil. Yeah, it said it on the name. The ignition coil channels an electrical charge to start the engine. An ignition coil that's in bad condition may struggle to start the engine. Go ahead and drop it into the engine. You just told me that if the engine's not starting, that I should check the battery first. Stock carburetor. Yet another thing, I don't know what it does. Right, that's the carburetor, which controls fuel consumption of the car, which in turn controls how many kilometers per liter you'll get out of your Leica. A good, well-maintained carburetor will mean you use less fuel and can drive it further for cheaper. Go ahead, drop it into the engine. I do like cheap. Now you're talking my language. What else do we have in here? What are these? Liquid, maybe? Can't open that. Tires? What? Who the fuck put tires in a cabinet? Stock fuel tank. Alright. That big lump of metal is the fuel tank, which holds the fuel of your Leica. A few notes on this one. First of all, it's gravity fed, so you'll need to open the bonnet and fill it directly to the tank when refueling. This thing doesn't have... No, it's not like a modern car. Oh my gosh. Also, your Leica is running on a 2-stroke engine. That means you'll want to mix in some oil to the mixture. I am fairly certain that they make 4-stroke bicycles nowadays. Failure to mix oil into the fuel will mean the engine won't be lubricated and you'll wear it at an increased rate. Too much oil though and you'll start to see performance drop. Keep your fuel tank well maintained, let it get too beaten up and it will start leaking fuel everywhere. Right into the engine area here. That won't be good. Go ahead, drop it into the engine. We're gonna explode. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Okay, that's everything installed. Good job. Now to fill her up, we're getting nowhere without fuel. We're also getting nowhere without tires, buddy. We still need to fill the car with petrol, oil, and water. Go and collect them, and I'll walk you through refueling your car. Oh look, the ghost is back. Juggling is as easy as 1, 2, mouse. Right, that makes sense. I can just pick all of these up. What am I holding it with my third hand? Good, that's a can of fuel you're holding there. If you use that on the fuel cap of the fuel tank we just installed, then you'll begin filling the car with fuel. Alright, so let's just try holding it there to fill the car quicker. I was just going to spam tap it, but whatever works for you, man. Oh, look at the animation! Neat. Go ahead and drop that if you're done with it. You just want me to throw this? Look at that, we littered. Is this what you Eastern Europeans do? My goodness. If you use that on the water tank we installed, then we can fill her with water. Let's just pour it in. Looks like you missed most of that, and yeah, you definitely missed most of that. Go ahead and drop that if you're done with it. More litter. They should put a trash can in this. And there's a dumpster right over here. It's not even open. That's a bottle of 2-stroke oil you've got in your hands. You want to add a drop of it to improve the fuel mixture, which affects things like performance and engine wear. A lean mixture will result in a faster car, but with increased wear to the engine. A rich mix will result in the opposite. Try using it on the full tank of fuel to affect the fuel mixture. Alright, so we're just going to drop a little bit in there. Go ahead and drop that if you're done with it. Yeah, I like it lean. I like to go fast. Okay, let's go about getting some tires on the car. So as you can see, we won't get very far without any wheels. You don't say. There's a car jack over in the garage. Bring it over and we can get started. Why was I sleeping in a garage? Grab 2 tires, grab the car jack, and the ghost is back apparently. That also opened on its own. And this ghost has no consideration, oh my goodness, I'm always in the way, for cleanliness. Can we not close this? I don't even know where the top of this thing went. Alright, let's get back over here. Alright, place the jack under the car. Jack is placed, twist the handle. Twisting the handle, car's jacked up. I wish it was that easy in real life. You'll notice you can now use the tire iron, but first we'll need to fit the road tires. Go ahead and drop that. Drop what? Drop the tires? Good, now just fit the road tire to the axle. I didn't drop anything. I just put a tire there and tighten it with the tire iron. Is that my left hand? I think that's what's my left hand. Should put both of those tires on there first. Tighten, tighten. Yeah, a 1-bolt tire probably would not be a great idea. Good. Now you can drop the car jack down, and we can do the same again for the other side of the car. So let's drop that down, pick this up, go around the other side. Can we close this? Are we done here? Now just twist the handle. I think I know how to use a car jack. You'll notice you can use the tire iron, but first we'll need to fit road tires. Hey, I got a question. Why would I use the tire iron if I haven't put the tires on there first? You know better. I'm not stupid. Alright. There we go. Tire 1, tire 2. Tighten that. Tighten this. I am a god. I don't even need to... I can just walk away from it. I can just let it go. Okay, now let's see how she runs. I'll be in the car. You may want to load the truck with any spares left over in the garage. You can never be sure what you'll need on the road. So let's pack this up. Can't just pull away with that on it. Pop the trunk. Oh, look at the neat little trunk compartment. And it just fits right in there. Alright, what else do we need? What is this? Stock list? I'm not even going to mess with that. I'll take a look at it. Where are we going? Alright, remind me not to click on any more clipboards in this game, because I just clicked on that one, and as you can see, my bucket is somehow over here, and I had something else in my hands, and this toolkit maybe? I have no idea how this got over here. But I clicked on this, and it just dropped all my shit. So let's just put this in here, drop the toolkit, drop the water bucket. We're not going to put a lid on that, I guess. Fuck it. Jump in the car. Okay, before we set off, let's get you familiar with some of the important companions. Here we have the maintenance manual. It will cover the basics. Oh my goodness, did you just pull that out of your sweater? And there you'll find information regarding a basic overview of the Leica vehicle, details of your current engine setup, listings of the cargo we're currently carrying, that sort of thing. This looks pretty lengthy. I don't want to read it right now. You can turn the page by selecting the top corners of each page. So if we break down or something, I might read this, but I'll do that off recording. We'll have a look through this later. For now, go ahead and drop that. Just drop it. Next, you'll need the map. Holy crap, man. How much? It's like Mary Poppins' bag in there. This one is important as it allows you to select which route you'll be taking between each destination. Alright, so we can do 280 kilometers, 350, or 420. I am going to choose the 280 kilometer one. I think that one's pretty obvious. Why would I want one with no gas and rain when I could just pick the one with gas, sunshine, and 280 kilometers? It's way shorter. Once a route has been selected, we are then committed to driving it. Right, so there's no going back. As soon as we circle that, we are set on it. And again, you can turn the pages by selecting the top corners. The other pages include your statistic tracking and unlocks tracking. I feel like this game was translated over into English, because some of it is not exactly correct, but I can't really complain. You'll have to have a look through that later. Go ahead and close that for now. Alright, we'll just close this. And finally, the keys. The keys, where are they? Oh, there they are. Did you have those in your pocket as well? Turn on the ignition, and she's all yours. Turn it on the ignition. Why'd you get in the car? What are you doing? Where are you going? Are you not going with me? Are you going to make me do this all alone? Well, it runs. Where's he going? Hey! Oh, yeah. I dig that sweater, though. He is just going to stare at the sign, I guess. Alright guys, I think I'm going to leave it here. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment below. I will try to get back to them as soon as I can. We are going to continue our adventure on the road in the next episode.